Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome to the video. Today's video is kind of a special one I've been wanting to do for a long time, so I decided why not. We're all quarantined inside the house, why not talk about the 15 things I wish I knew before being a mom. So if you are interested in this, let's go ahead and get started with the video. If you're new here, I'm a single mom or a single parent, whatever you want to call, to 3 boys. My oldest is 6, my middle is 5, he just turned 5 3 days ago, and my youngest is 8 months. Yes, all my kids share the same father. Yeah, it was just a very tumultuous situation for a very long time, and when I got pregnant with our last son, I decided enough was enough, pretty much, and that's the end of that story. I'm 26, I'm going to be 27 this September, so that tells you I had my youngest, or my oldest, when I was quite young. I wasn't like super young, but I was 19 when I got pregnant with my first son, and then I turned around and got pregnant again right before my 21st birthday. So I was 19 when I got pregnant with my oldest, 20 when I got pregnant with my middle, and 25 when I got pregnant with my youngest baby. So yes, so let's go ahead and hop this in. Start at number 15 and then go down. So number 15, I wish I would have known, is the pregnancy part. Let's start with pregnancy. I just wish I would have known how different everyone is. Not everybody's gonna have that ideal first trimester, second trimester, third trimester ideal pregnancy of just glowiness and all this stuff. No, I was miserable. I did not like being pregnant whatsoever. The only thing I enjoyed of being pregnant was the movements. That's it. I hated being pregnant. Listen, I know there's some ladies out there that wish and pray and really hope to be pregnant one day, and I feel for them. I'm very, very blessed to be able to have 3 healthy pregnancies. I never got gestational diabetes. All of them were full term, no problems, nothing. I'm very, very blessed and very, very thankful to the Lord for blessing me in that category. But I'm also human, and I hated being pregnant, okay? I'm one of those people that gain a lot of weight. So now my first pregnancy, second and third, I really watched what I ate, stayed as active as I could, and I still gained up to 40 pounds with each my second. Now my first pregnancy, I gained 90 pounds. But my second and third, I gained like 40 pounds each time. I'm a gainer, and I hated it. I could be watching exactly what I eat on a weekly basis. My last pregnancy, I did Weight Watchers while I was pregnant because I was already plus size, so my doctor was like, it's fine. So I literally, I don't like being pregnant. So pregnancy is not all kicked up to be, and that's number 15. Let's move on to number 14. So number 14, I wish I would have known how different people treat you. People respect you, they open up doors for you, they move out the way for you, things like that. It's different. People treat you a little bit different. Now the bad thing that comes with it is friends start kind of disappearing, but it's not bad though. I feel like that's good, even though, so there's really nothing bad about that, because it really shows you who your true friends are, and you have to come to grips that sometimes you're gonna do it alone. And your friends aren't gonna always be there, because you can't go out, you can't drink, you really can't be the life of the party anymore. Some people kind of live it up still while they're pregnant, but some people kind of like double down and they're like, okay, I'm pregnant now, I can't do some of the same things. So you'll start to lose friends. So that's the only thing, is with pregnancy or with having children, you start to lose friends. But there's also a good side, because you start to meet other moms who you become close to. And sometimes my best friend, she doesn't have any kids, and she's my other half. Number 13, I really wish I would have known how sleep deprived I really would have been. Now I'm used to it now. But when I had my first son, I could not sleep. When you have your first kid, it's hard to sleep, because especially, and we'll go into this in just a moment, but especially if you have like postpartum depression or anything like that, you will be sleep deprived. And after a while, your body will get used to it, but you will be sleep deprived. So number 12 is postpartum depression. Postpartum depression is for everyone. It does not discriminate. You can be black, white, plus size, slim, whatever race, ethnicity. It doesn't matter your status, whether you're 1%, poor population, whatever. Postpartum does not discriminate. It does not debate on your income level, nothing. Postpartum depression comes up to anybody at any time. Everyone's different though. Postpartum depression it's not a one size fits all, but it takes time to get through, and eventually you'll get through it. But postpartum depression is real, and if you have it, it's okay to talk to somebody. Don't feel alone, because a lot of women go through it, and that's something that I had to learn after I had children. Now number 11, okay, so multiple kids. I wish I would have known how easy it is to get pregnant after you have your first baby. This is all based on my experience. I'm not speaking for all of the women out there. I'm talking about me as Rashida. I'm talking about my experience. I got pregnant so easy. My 2 older kids are back to back. I had one January 2014, April 2015. My first 2 kids are back to back, and I had no idea I was pregnant when I got pregnant. How I found out I was pregnant was I went to go get the IUD. That's how I found out I was pregnant. It's at least for me, I'm very fertile. I got pregnant so easy, so easy. My son was 6 months when I found out I was pregnant with my second oldest. So it was a crazy ride, but I definitely was super fertile, and I wish I would have known that before getting pregnant, of how you're fertile. You get pregnant so easily. After that first time you get pregnant, it's like you better watch your cycle very closely, because if you don't, it's crazy. So I wish I would have known how fertile you are after you have your first child. So we're getting down to like the good stuff. Okay, so moving on to the next category. Now for number 10, this is as they get older. I wish I would have known how emotionally connected you are. It isn't a bad thing. I'm not saying it as it's a bad thing, but sometimes it takes a while. Like for instance, my first son, it was instant. That connection was instant. My second son, and this is just me admitting to it, my second son, it was instant. It was instant. My third, it wasn't as instant. Like, I love him, don't get me wrong, I love my baby, but it wasn't an instant love. It took a couple days. It took a couple days for that to get there. It took a few days actually for that to get, because I was torn and I was split in so many ways in the beginning because of everything that was going on. I didn't have time to develop that connection with my third baby. Like my youngest Cameron, I did not have time to develop that secure connection with him. So it took a few days, not a couple. It took a few days, if not a couple weeks at that point. But after a while, that connection started developing because, you know, I breastfeed him, and and not to say formula feeding is is worse or whatever. I don't know. Fed is best is my motto. But so number 9 is, it's bullshit. Excuse my language, but it's bullshit when they say sleep when they sleep. If you have help, then great. You sleep when they sleep. But if you're on your own, that's bullshit, and it don't apply. If it don't apply, let it fly. You got laundry, you got cooking, you got meal planning, you got grocery shopping, you got emails, schoolwork if you're in school, you have you have a list upon cleaning. Your house can't be a mess. I mean, the whole sleep when they sleep thing never applied to me. I always thought it was just bullshit, so I just never, the whole sleep when they sleep, BS, throw it out the window. Number 8, I wish before I had kids how lose-lose motherhood is. It's a lose-lose situation, so you just got to do what you got to do for your kids that you feel is the best. If you have too much, you're spoiling them. If you hold them too much, you're spoiling them. If you feed them too much, you're creating obese children. If you give them too much candy, you don't care about their diet. If you let them go outside for too long, you don't care about their well-being. If you don't let them go outside, you're keeping them from being children. If you don't let them get sugar, you're keeping them from being kids. You're keeping their childhood from them. If you don't want them for 2 hours, it's, oh, you had kids, you better lay in the bed that you made. Bull. Lose. So baby girl, if you're a parent, do what's best for you and your child. Don't give a shit about what anybody else says. Trust me, it's an ongoing thing, and you're never going to enjoy being a mom because you're always going to be comparing yourself. It's ridiculous, and I hate it. And in the beginning, I compared myself so much, and I listened to that shit. I listened to it, and it's a big mistake. Don't listen to that shit. Keep doing what's best for you and for your children. So, number 6, I wish I knew how greedy kids were before I started popping them things out, because when you're by yourself, you can feed yourself. You can feed yourself for a good 2 weeks. When you got children, you go grocery shopping on a Friday. I go grocery shopping weekly, and we're running out of food by that Thursday. I've stopped giving them all kinds of extra snacks. I give them a little here and there, but all them extra snacks and all that stuff, I stopped buying it. So that means we don't got it to give. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. So yeah, that's number 6. Number 5 is, it's true what they say. When you're children, think about what your mom used to say, wait till you have kids. That's all. Like, me and my mom, we don't have the best relationship, but I just remember when she used to say, wait till you have kids. Just wait till you have kids. Just wait till you have kids. And it's true. It's true. You start to understand why your parents maybe made some of the decisions they made at the time, when of course you're like, oh, this is crazy, this is not good. And at the same time, when you have children, you start to think, well, damn. All right, so number 2 is, but not all children are the same. So you can't parent them all the same. That's something that I wish I would have known before having children, because it's an instant reaction to kind of treat every one of your kids the same. They're not all the same. So you can't treat them all the same. That's something that I definitely wish I would have known before having kids, because in the beginning I was treating my 2 oldest the same, and as they got older I realized that they're not the same kid, so I can't be trying to sit here treating them the exact same way. And I know for sure for my youngest right here, it's not going to be the same. Can't do with him that I've done with my older 2, or even with my oldest or my middle, because they're not all the same. You definitely cannot treat all your kids the same, because they need to be parented different, because they're different children who will then grow into different people. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's definitely something that I wish I would have known. So my last and final thing I really wish I would have known before having kids is that if you're doing your job right, your kids are not always going to like you. They're going to get mad at you. They're going to get upset. Now, mind you, mine are still young. They're 6 and 5. I find them getting mad at me sometimes, and I have that instant reaction. I'm like, oh, who? But then I think they're people and they deserve to have their feelings as well. But that's also a reassurance of, I know I'm doing my job right, because I'm here to parent you. Yes, I'm here to love you, take care of you, invite you into, not invite, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm here to nurture you and to take care of you and to remind you to be sensitive but yet stern. And I'm here to teach you life lessons, but I'm not always going to be your best friend, and I'm not always going to be the nicest person. And that's that. And I know that I'm doing my job right because it's starting, you know. And it's like, you know what? That's okay. You can feel the same way. You can feel the way you're feeling. Just know that their outbursts, what they say, and in the beginning it took me a while because when my middle first told me I don't love you anymore, I was stunned. I was like, excuse me? But it's all talk. It's all talk. They're children. The temper tantrums and the I don't love you anymore, or you're not my friend anymore, it's all talk, girl. So that's pretty much it. It's just, don't mind it. Don't be bothered with it. Just let it be. It's not worth it. That's that. But yeah, so that's today's video. That's 15 things I wish I would have known before having children. There's a lot more I wish I would have known, but also my kids are still so young. So there's still a lot more learning that I am gonna have to do, especially as they get into the preteen years and the teenage years and the girls and the prom and the college and all that. So I know that there's a lot more stuff that I need to learn. But yeah, so okay, I'm finishing. That's the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you do like this video, comment down below or something that you wish you would have known before having babies. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys joining me in today's video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.